What is up, everybody? Rob here, back with another episode of Wasting Wildcards here on Multi5. And if you guys have been checking out the series, you know a couple days ago I played a really awesome Gemrazer-based mono green Stompy deck. Gemrazer, for those who aren't familiar, is a new mutate creature, and basically you can pay 1 green to mutate it onto a non-human creature you control, and when it enters the battlefield, you destroy target artifact or enchantment. And in this current metagame, you pretty much always have an enchantment to blow up. I mean, Fire's Invention is everywhere, and it sucks, so let's blow it up with sweet beasts, am I right? Now, this is almost the exact same deck I played previously, but in the Reddit thread I posted, a lot of people suggested playing the Ozolith, which I think is a super spicy addition, and I'm very excited to see if we get to go off with it. So basically, if you're not familiar with this artifact, it's a 1-mana artifact that says, whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, if it had counters on it, put those counters on the Ozolith. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if the Ozolith has counters on it, you may move all counters from the Ozolith onto target creature. Now, to kind of understand how that really goes with this deck, basically imagine having a Yorvo with, say, 5 counters on it, and our opponent plays a Shatter the Sky, which would suck, killing all of our creatures, but you can move those 5+1/+1 counters onto the Ozolith, and then the next turn we play Questing Beast, we put 5+1/+1 counters on the Questing Beast, and we attack for 9. That's really sweet. So that is basically the only thing that's changed. If you are unfamiliar with the deck in general, just the kind of spark notes, like I said, Gemrazer is the key. Some of the cool interactions you get are Gemrazer on a Stonecoil Serpent on like turn 3, and imagine playing a Stonecoil on turn 2, then you play your Gemrazer, that comes in with 2+1/+1 counters essentially, so you're attacking for 6 on turn 3 with Trample, protection from Multicolored, and Reach. Pretty good. You can like Gemrazer onto a Questing Beast, putting it on top, and since Questing Beast is legendary, it's kind of a way to get around the legendary rule, and then you can play another Questing Beast. This deck is just super rad. Let's play some games. I hope you like it. I hope we do well. Last week we did well, so let's see if the Ozolith is the truth. All right, guys, here we are with game 1 with Ozolith, the Ozolith Stompy. This is a tough one. We really want a turn 1 play, but we're on the draw. We got turn 2 and 3 and 4, so I think we're going to keep not a great hand, but starting with 7 is always better than starting with 6. Ooh, a green Witches of It deck. I have no idea what we're playing against. Playing against Simic Food circa 5 months ago? Was it 5 months ago? Time is a flat circle, and I have no idea about time. All right, a cool food deck. It's not something you see every day. All right, so we're going to start with Barkhide Troll just because he's a thick boy. Drew our 3rd land, which is great. We're going to be able to blow up that Witch's Oven next turn, which is going to feel so good. I love Gemrazer. Okay, Junt Food. A reliable classic of old. We have so many targets. We have so many targets for Gemrazer. All right. Let's go Barkhide Troll up the Gemrazer. So here's a question. Do we get rid of Witch's Oven or Trail of Crumbs? Next turn, they're going to have most likely they're going to be able to make us sacrifice our Gemrazer anyway. Trail of Crumbs is going to let them... This is their value engine. Like, they're going to be able to draw cards and stuff off of this. But I think Witch's Oven is just too good of an engine to really leave alive. All right, so they don't have a creature in hand. That's going to be great. And they got 2 now. Cool. All right, so that feels kind of bad. But we did get their Witch's Oven off the field. 2 of their creatures are gone. They could sacrifice a food here, but they're not going to be able to pay for the trail unless they have a land in hand. They've got the land. And only another land. Okay. We've got our 4th land, which is fantastic. So we're going to play 2 Growth Chamber Guardians here just because the Priest of the Forgotten Gods is most likely going to make us sacrifice one of them. And next turn, we can play Vivien and snipe the Priest. So I could block here, but if they play another creature, then I will be creatureless, and I don't want that to happen. All right, so we're going to play Vivien here. So I can plus Vivien, draw 2 Growth Chamber Guardians. Or I could go for the Snipe. Now, the Snipe is slightly risky because they do have the mana up to play a removal spell on the card I target. And then I will be kind of shit out of luck. So, do we want to restock our hand or try to get their best card? I think the safer play here is just to do this and draw 2 cards. We might even still draw a removal spell out of their hands. But we are thinning our deck. If we draw a land, we can get Castle Garenbrig going too, which is going to be kind of our only way to kind of make a comeback here. So I'm just going to try to get in, get some damage in. They should start blocking if I had to guess. I mean, they're going to be at a pretty low life total. They can sacrifice foods, yes, but all right, so they're making me sacrifice a creature. Interesting. They have 5 mana available. Sack a food, draw permanent. Okay, Mayhem Devil. Annoying. So I'm trying to, hopefully, anything that keeps them off getting 2 creatures is really what we want here. Okay, so they attacked. I think that means we're pretty much open here. So let's just try to get rid of the Mayhem Devil. And it works. Okay, awesome. So, okay, so we got some options here. We can play more Growth Chamber Guardians, or we can just get this Priest off the battlefields. Okay, so our opponent took some risks there that hopefully pay off great for us. All right, they're digging, so I think we got there. Yes. Yeah, so my opponent choosing to sacrifice on that one turn, I think really cost them the game. So, let's see here. There's no like Lurrus graveyard action, so I don't think we need that. Vivien might actually not be bad in a grindier matchup, but I think our plan really is to just stomp them out. So maybe 2 little additional removal spells. Let's go down 1 land because we're going to be on the draw here. Pelt Collectors can be great, but we're going to go down just 1 because it can get picked off pretty easily. And that's 60. Let's try this. I don't know how great it is. This is kind of a weird deck. Haven't played against something like this in a while, but let's see how we do. All right, so our opponent's going first. because we won the last game. And this is a pretty bad hand. Nothing to do until turn 4 if we draw nothing. So we're going to mulligan this. Not a great hand, but it's definitely better. I'm going to go down 1 Growth Chamber Guardian because we can always search those up. And this gives us a nice turn 2 play, the additional option to smash through something. And Gemrazer on turn 3, Questing Beast. All right, so our Growth Chamber's probably going to die if we play it, but we're not going to be able to double spell for several turns. So I think we... Because, yeah, next turn they just need to play anything. But I guess they do have to sacrifice 2 creatures to do so, so... let's see, what do we do? Okay, or they just rip a removal spell. That'd do it. Pelt Collector. I guess we just get rid of their Cauldron Familiar. That puts them off a creature for sacrificing. They're short on lands. If they don't hit their 3rd land drop here, we're going to... Of course they do. Not going to block. Let's throw on a castle. Questing Beast it up. We will attack with Questing Beast. So we have Sacrifice Protection with Pelt Collector. Mayhem Devil is going to need a lot of food to start picking off the Questing Beast. Ooh, we got a target. We got ourselves a target. I'm feeling good. Oh, we got 2 targets. Ooh, mwah, mwah. We have 1 target. Just 1. All right, so Witch's Oven, 100% the target with our Gemrazer. Unfortunately, they're going to have 2 creatures again. But that means they're going to have to get rid of their Mayhem Devil to kill our creatures. Might not be the worst thing. We drew another creature. That's the best. So we are going to... Does Mutate count as an ability, right? Yeah. So let's play Yorvo. And then let's do this. Make a huge creature. I guess this isn't a legendary, so we want it over. We're going to destroy that Witch's Oven because cat, devil, oven, bad time. All right, so we're going to attack with Questing Beast, and they're going to let it resolve. Interesting. I don't know what their plan is here. Another priest, so they can sacrifice the cat and the priest. I'll get rid of my Questing Beast. They can ping me for 2. I'm feeling fine here. Get rid of the Questing Beast. They can play a Goose. Sacrifice it, ping me again. So they're getting me pretty close. Mayhem Devil and the cat is a scary combination. So something to kill their Mayhem Devil would be good, but then that would just result in me dying again, so. Questing Beast? That is not a Questing Beast. So they win. All right. Good game, opponent. Good game. So Priest of the Forgotten Gods is a pain in the ass. So that is 100% the problem card here. So I think we want all the removal we can get. Maybe we bring in Voracious Hydras instead of the full 4 ram through. Vivien's great but expensive. We'll go down a Henge. We'll go back up a land. We'll go down to 1 Ozolith. No, we want 2. That card's bonkers. Want cheap stuff. Get down a Henge. A Beast. Chamber. All right, not bad. Not bad at all. We're going to keep this. We just really want to draw lands. We've got the full 24 again, so I'm not too worried about that. Got pretty good odds. So I think I'm just going to go turn 1, turn 2 plays here, just because we want as many creatures as possible, because we never want to end up sacrificing our good creature with their Priest of the Forgotten Gods, and they actually have a full 7 here, so they probably have a pretty good hand. Great thing about Stonecoil Serpent, it can't be blocked by Mayhem Devil, can't be targeted by Mayhem Devil, so in this situation, we'd always want to keep this. I guess it doesn't even matter if we keep it. Well, we got our land, so it's kind of what do we want to do? Do we want to play Stonecoil for 2, or do we want to play a Wildborn? I think we're going to play Wildborn, because then when we play Stonecoil Serpent, we can pay and make it bigger. We're off. We're off to a good start. 1 damage. 1 damage. Too bad this is in Modern, and their fetches don't do damage to them. All right, a turn 2 Goose, right on time, right on time. Another really good benefit of this turn for my opponent, and by benefit for them, I mean a benefit for me, is they're playing 2 of their fetch lands before they have the Mayhem Devil, so they're not even getting any extra value from that, which is awesome. All right, so let's... So I could Stonecoil for 2 and make this bigger, but I think I kind of want to Stonecoil for 3 if I'm going to do it. So we're just going to attack for both here, get in for 2. And we're just going to keep playing these until they can get as big as they can. All right, and I do not have the mana, so I will not pay. All right, so we do have pretty good Priest of the Forgotten God protection here. If we draw into a land, we can eat it up, which would be so sweet. So sweet. Not having to waste a removal on it. All right, so they do have the 2 creatures. Ooh, and we hit our land. Okay, this is great. So we'll Voracious Hydra for 2. We're going to have it fight the Priest. Do not have the mana. All right, and I guess they had no interest in making me sack stuff there. I'm just going to attack with everything. I will gladly trade a Stonecoil Serpent here. They're not interested. And I think we kind of took a turn there. The slow start of my opponent with the 2 tapped lands is really paying it forward for us. And they've got a lot of blockers, but we've got a lot of trample, and we can get even more trample. Okay, they can sacrifice that, which is annoying. The old free sack. Pretty good with Claim the Firstborn. Pretty good. That's the first Claim the Firstborn we saw. Good thing they didn't have that a lot. That card is that and the Witch and the Witch's Oven. Oh, man. That is it's a nightmare for a little green deck, I'll tell you that much. And you know what? Just in case, we're going to throw the Ozolith down. Let's keep this. I don't know. Let's go over. Let's show him the face. Yeah, so by having Gemrazer on top, it is not susceptible to claim the Firstborn, whereas Stonecoil Serpent is. Just a little bit of a insurance policy there. All right, so the block the Trampler and then sacrificing it. Classic move, classic move. So here, even if they somehow kill our Gemrazer, we're just going to get a ton of counters, and we are in a very good spot. All right. All right, that's fine. No blocks for me. All right, and we got there. Kind of an uneventful third match. We didn't get to see the Ozolith do anything, which is kind of a bummer. But once again, Stompy just proven that it is real good. I love when Stompy's good. All right, so here we are with a second game with the Ozolith Stompy deck, and this is a pretty good hand. We've got turn 1 Pelt Collector, turn 2 Growth Chamber Guardian, turn 3 Mutate. Seems good. We're going to keep this. Our opponent is playing a Yorion deck, so maybe we can blow up a Fire's Invention, which is just the best. It's just the best. Let's, I don't want to see a Fire's Invention, but if I do, I want to blow it up. I wonder if we got the Ozolith and they Shadow the Sky. Ooh, we could do this deck. This Stompy deck is just, can do some work against this deck, and I hope we can. We're hitting our land drops, which is cool. I like hitting the land drops. What does this make? Colorless wall artifact creature. We can blow up this wall and bash for a ton. All right, Elspeth Conquers Death is a bad time. So let's mutate the Pelt Collector. Do we get rid of the blockers? Yeah, let's get rid of the blocker. We'll put Narset down to 1 so they can't activate it again. Our deck, until we get like a Great Henge, is not too concerned with drawing cards. So for now, let's just hope we don't get shattered. Come on, Fire's Invention. Okay, we got shattered. Woo! Not right on time, but it's getting there. So we'll go Ozolith. Target converted mana cost 3 or greater. Neither of these are 3 or greater, so now that we know they have an Elspeth Conqueror's Death, we are throwing this baby underneath. It is just going underneath. We don't have any targets for it, so just let me get a Fires. Come on. If they play Yorion here, they can bounce the Narset, get another activation. Next turn, we could adapt and mutate, which would be a pretty good turn. Be a pretty good turn. All right, so they're doing that play. Punished by the double legendary. All right, so we are going to add 6 mana. We are going to activate the ability. We're going to take action. I can mutate, but I don't have a target. I kind of want to save that. So we'll just play another Growth Chamber Guardian. Kind of feels bad not attacking there, but they still don't have any targets for the Elspeth Conqueror's Death. I'm going to start digging. It's going to be tough. I mean, this is... If they play a Lukka, we're potentially just completely fucked, but... Don't find anything? Okay. We've got one of our favorite targets. So let's see. I mean, they want to play fires. They've got a ton of land. They can double spell each turn. Pretty much play everything in the deck at this point. I mean, if they play Elspeth Conquers Death, they don't have anything. So, yeah, they're just going to keep waiting, and we're never going to give them a chance to have a target. It doesn't do much without a target. So if we drew like a questing beast or something like that, that'd be pretty awesome. Minimum, we can adapt and mutate again, which is going to be good. Shark Typhoon. Okay. What do you do again? Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create an XX blue shark creature token with flying, where X is that spell's converted mana cost. When you cycle Shark Typhoon, create an XX blue. All right, so we have two things here. Fires and Shark Typhoon. This card could get out of hand pretty quickly by making 5/5s. So we're going to start by making 6 mana. We'll activate our ability. Take action, get another Growth Chamber Guardian. And then we are going to plop this guy here. He's going to go under, so he's not a target. And we're going to blow up the Shark Typhoon, I think. Just because... Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. So do we attack with... Let's think through here. If we attack with everybody, they block 2, 6 gets through, they have 1 more activation. So let's do this. They're going to let Narset die. Ooh, Ozolith is about to do some work. So we're going to be able to throw 2 more counters on something, making one of my creatures able to attack through Yorion. I think I'm going to throw it on Pelt Collector, because then that would give Pelt Collector trample. Yep. Our opponent's thinking because they don't have targets for the Elspeth Conquers Death. And they got the Lukka. God damn it. Alright, well. Chances are something's going to get stolen. Yep. So dumb. So dumb. All right, so now they can just start searching up. Oh, this sucks. That sucks a lot. So we're going to play Vivien here. They're going to be able to either way, they're getting more Agents of Treachery. And we're just going to have like a turn beforehand. So we're going to snipe the Lukka. We're going to play the Growth Chamber Guardian here. Going to put the counters here. Take action. So we still have a chance. It's not a great chance, but we have a chance. The fact that they have a 4/4 Growth Chamber Guardian sucks pretty bad, but we've got a chance. We've got a chance. All right, so I can block here. I think our... What benefit do we get if we block here? We'll be able to make this 7 power. Get in for 3. If we have a questing beast, that could potentially be lethal, but they can make it blocker. That they can't block. Yeah, so if we got a questing beast, to be 1 away from lethal. I think we don't block here. God. Ugh. The flood. The flood. I don't even think we have any growth chambers left, do we? Nope. All right, well. Attack with everything. They have to block, so they're going to make a creature. Yeah, they got here. They got here. All right, well, this is the best deck in Standard, so I think we're going to be okay. So let's think here. Shifting Ceratops cannot be stolen by Agent of Treachery, which is very relevant. Gemrazer is very, very, very good. The Great Henge will help us catch up, but I think we want to go down 1. Stonecoil Serpent can't be bounced by like Teferi, can go through Yorion. I think the Ozolith is very good too, but I think I just want 1 because we saw last game having 1 stuck in our hand felt very bad. I don't think we need removal. Vivien can just get stolen. Flash seems pretty good though, so maybe we want this Vivien over, say, maybe we go down 1 Vivien, up that Vivien. Barkhide Troll, we want cheap damage, so that stuff. Let's see, we are on the play. Maybe we just go down. Maybe we don't want that. Maybe you don't want a Yorvo. He's just a steal target. Let's try it. I mean, I should probably very much kind of perfect my sideboarding approach to this deck, considering it is kind of the big boogeyman in the format. But let's try it out. I mean, having main deck Gemrazers is very, very good. And the fact that a lot of our cards can't beat the target of Elspeth. Not great, but I think we have to keep it. Would really like a Pelt Collector in this hand would have been real good, because even if we got stuck on lands, we could at least make it a 3/3. Our opponents kept 7, of course, so they're a big fat stack of 80 cards. All right, so we got an Ozolith, which is pretty cool, but we need damage, so we're gonna play Barkhide Troll first. If we draw a land next turn, we'll be able to Ozolith Barkhide Troll again. Our opponent has nothing to do yet. No annoying blockers or anything like that. Cool, so we hit our land drops. Let's go Barkhide Troll, Ozolith, get in for 3. So we might be in okay shape if we can hit our 4th land drop. Because we hit our 4th land drop, we can Vivien, and then we have pretty good protection. All right. Well, hey, you know what we can do? We can Questing Beast and get in for 6. So Ozolith, the Ozolith is pretty sweet. My friends on the internet who said that I should put this in this deck, I think you're right. And I think 1 might actually be the sweet spot. And oh man, my opponent whiff. They didn't hit their land drops. They're going to get a lot of damage real fast. And 1, they do kill Questing Beast. Something is going to get huge. Let's see what they got. Let's see what they got. Omen of the Forge. Sweet. Cool. Do it up. 2 damage to Vivien. I love it. I love it. Another 2 damage. That's fine. It's not going to do it. And that is what I like to call the power of the beats. All right. So we got to see some Ozolith action, which was awesome. All right. So do we just run it back? I think we just run it back. Oh, so missing 1 land drop and just get stomped. I love it. This deck can win so fast. I think we keep this too. It's a turn 1 and a 2. Hopefully we draw into a land. We are on the draw. We got the Gemrazer and the Vivien. Let's keep it. Let's keep it. We're going turn 1 Stonecoil. We're getting in for 1 no matter what. Why did I hit 2? What am I doing? I'm thinking ahead. I'm thinking of next turn. All right. Stonecoil Serpent is sweet. Card's so sweet. I need to make like a Hardened Skills deck for Historic. Definitely throwing 4 of them in there. Our opponent, no action yet. So let's go Barkhide. Just ping him for 1. Can't, you know what? Maybe I should have gone Stonecoil. It doesn't die to Deafening Clarion. Barkhide sure does. So we really just want lands here. Opponent doesn't have 3. We just really, really, really want to hit our 3rd land. Yes. Yes. So let's start by attacking. And let's go Stonecoil on 3. Because like I said before, if all they have is Deafening Clarion, this is a pretty good board to have. Play fires. Play fires. Woo! That's my gonna get blown up song. If I had something to mutate it onto. All right, so you just need to survive for 1 more turn. Would have loved a 4th land. All right, my opponent's desperate for blockers. Oh, no, they're not. Why? Why? Oh. Oh. Why does it work on tokens? Oh, Christ almighty. God. God damn it. Try to steal my troll. Oh, you dummy. You dummy. What are you doing? Dude. Silly man. Read the cards. Oh man, if that is the ticket, if that's the ticket, that would be so sweet. So they played well, they can steal all my lands now. Oh, we didn't draw a land. No. Oh, if we drew a land, we... All right, well, they're just going to steal everything. God, we were close. We were close. Maybe, I don't know. We could have blown up the fires at least if we hit some lands there. We got a game on them, though, and that is the deck to beat. So, yeah. Whew, let's get one more. What's up, everybody? It's the third game with the Ozolith Stompy, and this is a tough one, but you know, gonna probably mulligan that. This is actually fine, I guess. It's kind of weird, but it's a very good hand if we draw into the Ozolith or some other stuff. Our opponent's not playing a companion because they're playing mono red. Cool. Oh man, what a weird game. Weird hands, weird cards for a matchup that doesn't play multicolored cards. I stand corrected. What is happening? They're making Krakens? I guess I'm just attacking with Serpents here. Seeing what happens. This is... What do I have to do? Draw 8 cards? So I can do a bunch of cycling? So theoretically, they're like 1 or 2 turns away from an 8/8. All right. What is happening? Yeah, we definitely would just not, you know, draw lands. So I guess we just want to win as fast as possible, but that's not looking like it's happening here. Oh my god. I mean, they're killing our creatures, which is annoying, but doesn't look like they're going to get a Kraken too soon, I guess. I mean, that is just a beautiful target for Gemrazer. If we ever see a Gemrazer. Get my boy. Stonecoil Serpent, pretty good against this little sprite dragon, actually. Okay, well. Ominous Jank. All right. Cool. Weird. Do I just run it back? I don't even know what I'm doing. We're running it back. I mean, so Stonecoil Serpent is both bad and great, I guess. Give me a better hand this time, though. I mean, it is better. All right, so are they playing Phoenixes or something? I guess we'll just play this. I mean, we can block the Terramander. We can't block the Terramander. I take it back. All right, well, I mean, we're hitting our land drops. We got a Gemrazer. If we could blow up one of those weird Kraken things, that'd be pretty cool. I really want to see Ozolith shine. That's what I would love to see. Getting aggressive. I like it. An aggressive Scion approach. So I'm going to save you. I really want to blow something up. You're annoying. Let me blow something up, please. Play something I can blow up. Kept in the negates. Interesting. All right, so we're just going to do this. I'm going to kill the Scions and bash my opponent's face. Not sure what my opponent's really doing, to be honest with you. Another Sprite Dragon, okay. I mean, if they have any non-creature spell. All right, I mean, they're going face. I respect the going face, for sure. So let's just kill one of these guys, because they're going to get problematic. And the race is on. The race is on for sure. If I can get a Great Henge online, things will be silly. I don't think they got there. I don't think my opponent got there. Weird flex, but okay. We're just going to Great Henge to also flex hard. We're just going to do it. We're just going off. Yeah, I'll draw a card. Yeah, I'll search my library. Yeah, I'll win the game. All right, so that was a game of Magic the Gathering. I'm not sure what my opponent... I mean, I know what my opponent was trying to do, but I wouldn't say it worked. All right, so Ozolith Stomp, as it's listed in my deck lists. This card, we got to see it go off once against that Lukka deck. We got to see the dream of throwing a bunch of counters on a questing beast and just doing an insane amount of damage. I think the right amount probably is 1. The people on Reddit were saying you should just play a 1 of, but I was like, you know what? Let's play 2. I wanted to see it in these games, so I put an additional 1 in there. So yeah, I mean, this card for sure is a really good just add to this Stompy deck. You have so many things that get +1/+1 counters. I mean, basically everything in this deck, with the exception of these two, get counters. And these sort of do get counters as well with Vivien. So, I mean, I don't know. I basically just took out the other Viviens. I had basically 2 of these main deck. So maybe I just throw 1 back main deck. Let's see, just go like Viv. Something like this. Try this out. I think that's good. The Ozolith, for sure, something to work on in your Stompy deck. Yeah, I love Stompy. It's a really good. Yes, we lost to the Jeskai Lukka deck, but that deck is freaking insane. That deck is so good. And the fact that we got a game on them, sure, they stumbled on mana, but we still got a game on them. And the other 2 games were actual games of Magic. We didn't just get ran over once. So, once again, Gemrazer, so good. The Ozolith, check it out in your Stompy decks. And thank you guys for watching.